Okay, so this is very, very quick video. How do you beat trash? I'm talking trash. Like this. Who, like, he challenged, we had a spat with him, right? So I owned him. I completely owned this guy on a ram. So he told me, you know, oh, overpowered Tryndamere, let's play Summoner's Rift. So his idea was very simple. He's gonna take a champion that is brain dead, which is Olaf, right? I mean, right now it's pretty much as brain dead as you can get. His plan was to stack armor against Tryndamere and easy win. Okay, so how do you deal with trash like that? You do not engage him at all, right? I made a mistake. I tried to fight him because I thought maybe, okay, maybe I'm going to be able to fight him. But hold on a sec, he's trying to add. Okay, so I mean, he's still at it. He's still trash talking, but okay. Anyway, so how do you deal with trash like this? I'm talking like, you know, who think that they are very good because they counterpick you and they stack ridiculously overpowered and cheap armor, right? We know that it's just brain dead, like it's just a brain dead system, right? Okay, so I'll show you how to deal with trash like this, right? I'm like, do not fight them. Just remember, they have no wave clear, right? The more armor he buys, the worse it is for him. Like, for him to deal with super minions is just a nightmare. He just cannot do it, right? Now, I have to admit that I was very surprised to how effective Olaf is at clearing waves. Like, honestly, I knew he was a jungler, but I mean, man, he can clear waves just like one shot's almost them, right? But I mean, it doesn't matter because he's still gonna face the same problem. Because if he goes damage to clear minions, right, I'm going to be able to one-on-one him. If he goes tank, which he did, because that's what they do most of the time, because they're idiots, right? You have to remember, they don't understand how to play the game. All they know is, oh, I'm gonna counterpick, I'm gonna stack armor, and then I'm just gonna run at the person and click all my buttons and win because he does no damage, right? So long story short, you gotta put him into position. Like, look at this situation here, right? Look at this situation here. I tried to fight him twice and I lost. One time I inted on purpose, right? So look at his items. You see, you cannot, once he gets like to 3 armor items, like just as an auto attack champion, you just stop functioning. You know what I'm saying? You just don't function anymore, right? So now, what you do is you simply go and you face tank his damage because his damage is not that high. You can face tank his damage, run away, and take the inhibitors, right? So you see, that's what I started doing. Because I thought to myself, dude, like, he's just full-on stacking armor. I just can't fight this, right? I just can't fight because it's usual standard brain dead shit, right? I'm so skilled, I'm such faker, I'm gonna buy 6 armor items and then Tryndamere does no damage and then I just win. So what you do is you do basically like this, right? That's all you do. You just take turrets, right? Now, he's gonna chase you because he is a complete idiot, right? And that's good for you because now the minions are gonna start stacking up. I'm talking like, you see he has waves incoming, right? All of that is good. You want to waste his time as much as possible. Also, utilize your superior mobility. I mean, this slow on Olaf is obnoxious, right? So he ghosted, well, I ghosted, right? He ghosted. He's not gonna be able to catch me, right? He will try, but I mean, right now, I know what he's gonna do. He's gonna try to catch me, but I'm gonna spin over the wall, which is not a big deal. Right, okay, so now I'm gonna wait because he's an idiot. He's gonna walk. Now, his first thought would be to take the dragon, which is fine by me, because by the time, look at his items, by the time he's gonna take down the dragon, I will take down the inhibitor. If I take down third inhibitor, it's game over for him, 100%, right? So what am I doing? I'm thinking, I'm wasting time. Okay, now I'm gonna go for the bot turret, right? Look, you see him? We go for the bot turret. Oh yeah, and you have to have this rune here. You have to have this rune. Demolish, right? Because that's the only way to deal with tanks, honestly. Honestly, I have to say, if he would have had Demolish, I think I would have been in trouble. But I'm telling you, this is brain dead shit. This armor stacking is just brain dead. I mean, champions on Summoner's Rift now, I mean, Trinda is such a shit champ, to be honest with you. Even with Hullbreaker, he can still 1v1 me. Like, even with Hullbreaker. Because Hullbreaker is a broken item in a 1-on-1, right? But I mean, he is still capable of 1v1ing me. Because it's Olaf. I mean, Olaf is just as brain dead as it gets. It's like trying to fight against Tahm Kench, Malphite Singed, and all this bullshit. It's just like, it's so brain dead. I mean, it's just so unskilled. But whatever, right? So, you see? Now, his problem is, you see, the minions are just starting to stack up. And he has no way to deal with this. So I'm simply gonna face tank right now, right? Look at my damage, right? Turrets, insane. He cannot do that because he's stacking armor, right? So I'm gonna face tank it, right? I'm gonna try to run away. He's probably going to kill me here because I don't have ghost, right? No, actually I escaped. Okay, now you need to... Yeah, I put my ward so I can teleport. And also he took Ignite. I mean, Ignite is like 500 true damage. I mean, it's kind of also one of those brain dead. Honestly, I have to say, when I was playing with Ignite, Ghost, Ignite, Tryndamere, laning is very easy when you have Ignite. It's just such an advantage. It's also one of those brain dead things, right? Ignite. So you see, okay. So he has no damage to kill me. I'm just gonna face tank. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna say, well, I ulted right now. Like I ulted because I have Frozen Heart and I have this thing. So by the time I resurrect, I will have my ult up, right? So normally you probably don't want to ult, to be honest with you, right? Because you want to save your ult because you're gonna teleport and you're just gonna run it down with your Hullbreaker. And he cannot stop you. Like, in this position, you see in this position, like, he has double minion wave coming in. The whole map is yours. The entire map is yours. Now, again, you still cannot fight him because it's brain dead Olaf with Ignite and 6 armor, like 5 armor items, right? You just can't fight this. But you can face tank him and take down the turrets. Right? Because at this stage, he is doomed. Like, this is game over for him. Right? I can do what I like. I can take the whole map, I can take the dragon, I can take the baron, but I'm just gonna teleport, you see? And he just cannot stop me. He cannot stop me. Like, from this position, even if he kills you, it still doesn't matter because it's just, he will not be able to stop this swarm of super minions. I mean, look at this. I mean, there's no way. There's no way for him to win, right? You see, so that's how you do. You capitalize on the fact that they have no wave clear. They are shit at taking turrets, and they are shit at wave clearing, right? When they go, like, almost full tank build. But I mean, look at this guy. I mean, look at his armor. Jesus. 337, 77% damage reduction. Right, so think about this, and think about this item on top of this. 20... Yeah, so 20% less from crits. I'm telling you, like, you will do 0 damage. Like, once they buy Ninja Tabi, Radiant Omen, and Frozen Heart, like, if he wasn't complete idiot, he would have bought Frozen Heart, like, instead of this item. This item is a little bit old, honestly. Like, old Thornmail was good versus Trinda, new Thornmail, I'm not sure. Frozen Heart is much, much better. It's cheaper. It gives you cooldown reduction, you know, like this Grievous Wounds. I mean, what are you gonna do? Like, reduce Trinda's healing? What am I gonna heal? Of what? Alright, so... But again, you see... If he goes full armor, I mean, he has no wave clear. And that's the only way to beat it. The only way. Because this shit is just too brain dead. I'm talking about this armor stacking bullshit, right? And I mean, look at his wave clearing. Jesus Christ, dude. I understand why some kind of like rank 1 players like Rangers was saying a lot of nasty things about Olaf because this champ is just. But imagine this guy ended up losing with Olaf. Oh, that's gotta hurt, right? That's gotta hurt, especially after trash talking. Oh man, that's gotta hurt. So yeah, fundamentally, basically, it's the same strategy as if you're playing against Nasus and Jax and all those like super scaling champions on Aram. You want to take down inhibitors as fast as possible. Once you take down inhibitors, just face tank and kill his infrastructure. Because do what Tryndamere does best is to kind of clear the minions and just destroy infrastructure. Because at the moment, Tryndamere is so bad, that's the only thing he can do. Honestly, like it's just outside of that, he's just useless champ. People ask me why I don't want to play Summoner's Rift. That's because of this bullshit, you see? Because of all this nonsense. This is just like the most bullshit you can possibly imagine. Like this is like this item, fundamentally, this item here is number one reason why I don't want to play Summoner's Rift. Because this item is just it's just too strong. Like if you have bone plating and this item, it's very hard to all in a champion. Very hard. Right? Because you see, you have to understand, I kind of, as a Tryndamere player, you rely on timing, so you have to attack him when jungler is not around. Do you know what I mean? So every second is important, but when there is bone plating, it completely messes up your timings, right? So if you don't kill him a couple of times, he will go with this item, and then he will buy. That's what he bought. You see this guy, like he went for the most brain-dead shit possible. You see, he went for Ninja Tabi, and then he went for this one. Yeah. You see, so he knows how to play brain-dead shit, because he's been playing this game for probably a long time. So he figured out that it's not really about skill, it's about brain-dead shit. So that's why he's playing Olaf and he's stacking armor, right? If he was like thinking, oh, it's skill, he would be probably playing something like Camille, Riven. But I mean, it's a typical League of Legends noob. Do you know what I mean? Who just rotates like 2,000 games, gets like 2 masters, and then he tells his friends that he's good because he goes to the shop and he buys armor. You know what I mean? And he plays Olaf or Gragas or some bullshit, right? And he's like, oh my god, I'm so good at the game. I just bought armor. Anyway, you see this. The problem is, right, if you don't kill them enough times, after steel caps, they're gonna buy this Warden Mail. And then that's it. Unless you have Kraken, Slayer, right, and you have some other item on top of it, and you have your Ghost, it's very hard to kill anything. It's too strong. And it's cheap. You have to understand, it's so bloody cheap. I mean, this is 1,000 gold. So think about it. This is 2,100 gold that counters approximately 5,000 AD gold. I'm talking like attack damage items. Because you also have to buy boots. You also have to buy armor pen. I'm talking like Kraken Slayer minimum. And you need to catch him with your W. If you miss your W, I think he still wins. Right? Just think about it, right? 2,000 gold, like 2,500 gold counters almost 5,000 gold. It's just, tanks are just so efficient. So I'm just telling you, like, the only way to deal with them, with this nonsense, is just to push, and that's it. Outside of that, you can't do much. Alright? So get them to this position here. You see this position here? Where he is struggling to wave clear. And then you can just face tank and destroy his infrastructure. That's about it. Alright. Another trophy for my collection. Another trash talker got his ass whipped. Take care. Bye-bye.